Hello, my name is Dr. Bertrina Olivia West Amati, and you are watching Dr.O After Dark. Hey y'all, hey, it is me, Dr. O. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Dr.O After Dark. And I have a wonderful and amazing treat for you all tonight. I am joined by the one and the only Miss Ashley Triplett. Now, y'all gotta roll the P when you say it. And when I tell you, the money BFF. Reason why we say it like Triplett, because she will triple your dollars.
Okay, I'm with it. Yes, I will.
Finance queen, Miss Admin America.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
on this
me.
evening. Yes. So tell everybody a little bit more about the finance queen, the admin queen, Miss Ashley Triplett.
Yes. So again, yes, I am Ashley R. Triplett. I am a licensed financial professional and a creative business manager. I actually started my business off in the entertainment industry as a talent manager. And after speaking with lots of A-listers and meeting a lot of celebrities that, you know, I grew up listening to and that kind of thing, I realized that some of us, especially the ones that were with like smaller agencies or management companies, most of us did not have the business aspect or the financial aspect intact with our managers or with our team or anything like that, including myself. So I decided to expand my business, if you will. And so now instead of a talent management business, I'm a business and talent management brand. So the business comes first and then, you know, the talent will follow. And yes, I am a pageant queen. I have won multiple titles.
Multiple, y'all get it. She said not one, not Miss Universe, not Miss America, not one title. She has won multiple.
Yes.
Put some respect on the crown.
Yes, and my first pageant was actually a business pageant that one of my friends at the time signed me up for, and she knew I wasn't going to waste her registration money and everything like that. So I went for it. Did not know what I was getting into. Actually, kind of did not like pageants, actually. I had a bad taste in my mouth regarding pageants. And then now I keep competing. So it's a whole different type of vibe than I thought it would be, you know, and we're very supportive of each other, even those in different systems. You know, if we know each other, we're supportive. We invite each other to things. We hang out, you know, and it's nothing more fun than putting on a crown and a sash. I mean, I'm not gonna even lie. It's something about it.
A little bit more about that, because I think that so many people are, when they think of pageants, we're just so used to either kid pageants and the things. Oh, you see the little, what was her name that did the Minute Maid? Oh, not Minute Maid, the Go-Go Juice, I think. Now she all big, but she was here from Georgia. We think about pageants when we think about her. We think about pageants when we think about state pageants or universe, you know, Miss America, Miss Georgia, Miss Universe. But we don't realize that there are so many different types of pageants. And for so many different, as you said, you was in a business pageant. So there's pageants for different industries. There's pageants for different educational levels and things that you're seeking. There's pageants for different demographics, there's pageants for different body types, and you know, there's pageants for juniors up into your wife, and you know, and
yeah,
so on
actually,
and so forth.
Most pageant systems, they are, they have it from at least most of them are either 3 or 4 and up. So you could be 99 and competing. You know, it's just all about what you want to do. My current system is the ultimate pageant system. And like I said, my current title with that is Miss Admin Support of America, and I'm going for an even bigger title, the ultimate title, in November of this year. So
Okay. And what's the ultimate title you're going for?
it's called the ultimate. So
It's actually the
it is
ultimate
the
title.
ultimate. But we have different categories of ultimate. But I'm going for a bigger title. I'm excited and nervous. Actually, this is like the first time I've been more nervous than usual. I think it's just because it's such a big title and such a big competition. The other ones, maybe I felt a little bit more confident because it was about my business. So, I was like, I got this. I know my business. But this is like, oh, okay.
A little bit more.
It's a little bit more to it. And then, don't let this fool you. I am not a girly girl at all. And it's glamour. Like they want us to be glamorous and chic and everything like that. So we got to up our stage presence from last year. And I thought I did a good job last year, but she said, no, baby, up it. Yes. So I was like, oh, child. So I'm clutching pearls over here, but I'm excited still nonetheless. And you can support me through my websites, Artistic Life Design and themoneybff.com. Artistic Life Design has become my pageant website since I compete so much. So it has everything on there that's not finance related. But of course, like a good business person, I do have things on there that will lead you back to my finance page.
So tell us more about Artistic Art Design. How did you even choose that name for
my
your
initials
pageants?
is art.
Oh, okay.
I love my initials. I do.
That is why it's very important. If y'all notice, when I said her name and just said Miss Ashley Triplett, she's like, Ashley R. Triplett. Don't forget the R. A-R-T. I love it. Okay.
Yes, my dad takes full credit for that. Yes, that's really how I came up with it.
Okay. No, I like that. And so, if you guys know me, back in the day, I was part of Hal Jackson's Talented Teens.
Oh.
Now, I didn't become I don't even think I made it to the top 3. But I was. And it's hard as hell being in a pageant, from just not only just having the talent but the camaraderie in it. Because we're all putting towards that effort. We have to not only have our individual stuff, but we have to have the group dance and the group this and the group and walking out holding your hands this way and wave and all of that kind of great stuff. And so I have a fond memory of those days, and I can see why so many people kind of get into pageantry. And it's not, I think for most, we have been coined as beauty pageants.
Yeah, and most of them are not beauty pageants.
Even the ones that we've coined as beauty
pageants are usually not beauty pageants. Are not
supposed to be beauty pageants, but we know from society what is a typical person that's in there. Somebody who is white, size 2, maybe breast implants or small A cups, ain't nothing else, and blonde hair, blue eyes. That was the significance of beauty. And so even when we started seeing more people of color in there, they were still more people who were of a particular body shape. And probably most times with weaves or perms or something, it was not showing our natural ethnic roots. And so it's a wonderful thing, and I believe it builds up a lot of confidence when we're seeing things that are targeted towards people of color, pageants that are targeted towards beauty of all
shapes and sizes.
Yeah. And it's not about the beauty, it's about the education. It's about, as you said, admin assistant of the year. That has nothing to do with...
It does not have anything to do with beauty. I'm grateful that both pageant systems that I've been a part of, because this is my second pageant system, multiple titles in the first one, and going for multiple titles in this one as well. But I'm grateful that it consists of so many different ethnicities and body shapes and sizes and natural hair. I mean, one of my sister queens from Florida, from actually, we're both in the same pageant systems. One of my sister queens from Florida, she has locks, beautiful locks, and she wears them all the time. When she's doing pageantry, she doesn't have to put in weave or cover it up or change anything about her. She can just be herself. And she's won multiple titles as well. And so and then we had like, to go to a drastic difference in my business pageant, we had this lady named, this older white woman who kept winning stuff as well. And she's just such a beautiful soul. So, you know, I'm very appreciative of the pageant systems that I feel like chose me. Because like I said, it's full of so many different ethnicities and shapes and sizes, and we got the babies and up, and you know, it's just a beautiful system, and it's a beautiful sisterhood and camaraderie, and things of that nature. And I'm proud and excited about it. You know, we all support each other. We really do. When we see each other, we're like, hey girl, you know, like, you know, and then we choose each other to help judge or be a part of it. We, you know, it's a one big, sometimes dysfunctional, but wonderful family.
How would you say that being a part of the pageant world? Well, first of all, how did you get into?
Like I said, yeah, my friend, she entered me into the first one, and then called me and told me and hung up the phone, and then just sent the director's name because she knew I wasn't going to waste her money. And then she thought it would be funny to see me in heels because she knows I hate that. So
shout out to the friends.
So that was how I first got it. And then I remember being on stage, and the first two titles I won was Miss Hospitality and Director's Choice. And those, Director's Choice is one of the hardest titles to win because it's not, I mean, you know, they consider the judges' input. They consider the other people's this on the panel, if you will, input. They consider it, but it's really up to the director. It's really up to the director. And so, you know, you really had to have impressed the director. And you don't know that you're up for it. You don't know that, you know, that you're in the running for it or anything like that. You just get picked. And I remember her saying that, and everybody looking at me, and I was like, did she call my name? Like, and I'm standing there like, what just happened? And yeah, it was very exciting. And then I got to work with, in that title, you get to work with the director one-on-one in lots of projects and lots of things. So that was really fun. And then I went on from there, and then I got the highest title in that system that you could get, which is lifetime in that system. Actually, I should have brought my crown and sashes. They're in the car.
Listen.
They are in the car. I go nowhere without them, literally. But yeah, I won Lifetime, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm not going to compete anymore. And then my director, who is friends with the directors of the current system I'm in, she was like, I'm going to get Ashley. And then she called me, and I was like, oh no, I was trying not to compete anymore. And she was like, yeah, go ahead and pay your money. Go ahead and compete. You good night. And she kind of pulled what my friend pulled and hung up the phone. I was like, God, dog it. So, you know, but I do enjoy it. It is fun. And it actually helped me grow my business more because it gave me the confidence to walk into a room and talk to people, especially if I have on my crown and sash, because I don't have to talk to them. They just come to me. And so it gave me that little bit of confidence that I did not have. I was a behind the scenes person. Like I said, I was a talent manager, so I could duck off and be behind the scenes and not have to talk to people unless somebody asked a question about the client, which I was happy to answer questions about the client, but not myself.
So I want to get into that and how it built your confidence and things like that. But I want to pause for just a moment because I have to go back to you saying that people come to you because you just had the crown and the sash on. Y'all about to make me go to Lil Kim's store where they be having them. I know y'all see them crowns, them crowns and everything. And y'all about to make me go to Lil Kim's store and get my little crown and just be walking around. Yes, it is a $2 crown. From the local hair salon store with a sash from Amazon.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Come on, business. Come on, money.
Well, you are a business owner, so you actually can participate in the business.
I mean,
just putting that out there. Just saying.
Noted. But I'm a queen, and we all queens. So why not just walk around adjusting my crown?
Absolutely. I ain't mad at it.
Just walk around and sis, your crown kind of tilting a little bit. Oh, let me adjust. But seriously, so how did that, just participating in pageants and things, number one, help, as you said, your business, but number two, help you as a person, your self-esteem, build confidence, etc.?
So I would like to think that I had at least decent self-esteem, but I was that kid. How did my counselor describe it? Who happened to be my aunt's best friend in high school? She described it as I was like not popular, but I was well known. So I did a lot of things. I've always participated in multiple things, from band to drama club to creating my own little clubs within at the high school and in middle school, all the way up through college. I always participated in multiple things. And I just remember I was always okay with being in the back. I was always okay with being in the background. Because my plan was, production and things of that nature. So when I went to FAMU, shout out Rattlers. When I went to FAM.
HBCU?
Well, I love all HBCUs. But no, when I went to FAM, I'm third generation on both sides, by the way. Okay. So yeah, my grandma basically kind of put it out there. We didn't have a choice. But when I went to FAM, my goal was to do all the things in the background. And I remember all my teachers would be like, no, we are well-rounded here. As you know, if you know some of the famous people that graduated from FAM, Will Packer, Angela Robinson, who played Veronica on Have and Have Nots, Anika Noni Rose. So there are so many talented people, and they're well-rounded people. And so when they was like, no, we're well-rounded here. Like, you got to do everything. I was like, I got to act? Like, I got to get in front of a camera? Like,
I do it all?
I was like, I'll make a prop. I'll set up the lights. I'll do the audio. They was like, no, ma'am. So it started there. And then as an adult, you can kind of get away with going back to what you are comfortable with.
Yeah, you're comfortable.
And so I went back to the behind the scenes and just being the person that they needed to talk to when it came to the client. And so it forced me to talk about me. It forced me to celebrate me.
Okay.
It forced me to honor myself. It forced me to build up that confidence and walk into a room with my head held up because my crown cannot fall. And be like, I am here, I am she, I am her, hello. So it was a good thing. And, I appreciate all my friends and the late nights and my designer, who's been my designer from the beginning, Delicate Creations. Ooh, that girl knows she be working with me. Shout
out to Delicate Creations.
Yes. I appreciate all the people who have been there with me for late nights and fundraisers and donations, and just making sure that I am able to do me and be have fun with it and enjoy it.
Okay, all right. So outside of pageantry, you are the money BFF. What exactly does that mean?
Well, I can't take credit for coming up with that. One of my previous mentors came up with it because she was like, "No, you're the." You know, when you say "the," that's it. Like that's it. There are no others. You know, there are no others. Like, so I was like, "I'm the." She was like, "You're the." I was like, "Okay," because I started off with your. Well, she's like, "You're the." I was like, "Alrighty then." So
okay, so not your money expert, the one and only. Don't go no further. Stop right here. Why are you still scrolling? The money BFF.
Yes, because between my team and I and the firms that we work with and the partnerships that we have, we pretty much can do everything.
Okay, so what does that mean?
We can do things from budgeting, credit. We have agents that are certified in credit repair. We can do just simple budgeting. But overall, we help people make and save money, which is something that everybody wants to do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So let's not get confused with the other Ashley that we shall not name, who was in budget repair and is now facing criminal charges for contract killing. We're not going to talk about that Ashley. She is not that. She is the real, the one and only money BFF. So y'all want to get your finances straight and, you know, your money and your money mindset, you know, over here with Dr.O, we're doing the coaching, the mindset coaching of looking at your mindset and transforming, you know, from the poverty beliefs and different things that impact us in business and life.
It's crazy that you say that because most people don't think about that part first.
So as not only a psychologist or mental health professional, I'm also, you know, do coaching, and we coach mainly on the mindset and changing the mindset. So tell us more about like how as the money BFF, not money BFF, your money BFF, let's get it straight, money BFF, and how you work with individuals on changing, I guess, like their mindset around finances and money and spending and et cetera, et cetera.
What we do as financial professionals when we don't have a professional such as yourself available, we work towards not using negative words like stop spending or negative phrases or words like stop spending or you can't. Okay. Like, you know, we say, okay, so you're spending, Dr.O, you're spending $200 a week on Chick-fil-A. How about you download the app, then that way you can get points, and then once in a while, use your points and get Chick-fil-A that way. Okay. See, now, you know, we're making it fun. You got the app.
Educating, you know, suggesting alternatives versus saying don't do, don't do, which we know even from our childhood. What happens when we're told don't? It's not motivating.
It's not. Not at all.
Yeah, it's nothing fun behind that. It's nothing encouraging of saying what is the reward. And that's even when we get into like positive parenting and different things of that nature. You know, we start with the positive encouragement. Yeah. You do this, then you will get to go to Disney World. Then you'll get to do this. Then you get to learn it. Yes. When I say I'm going to take this away or I'm going to beat you, go get the switch.
Listen.
Or if you was my family, go wash your hands and come back with your hands out and get that swat.
Oh, goodness.
On them hands and have it sting because your hands are wet.
Oh, no.
Nah. The corporal punishment on that side, even with the finances, that's not motivating because nobody wants, especially as we was talking about, the poverty mindset and things of that nature. There's two type of people, kind of either you come in with the poverty mindset of I'm going to restrict. I don't want to spend because I'm too afraid of getting back to the place where I was as a child or growing up, or those experiences. I worked too hard getting out of there. Or the poverty mindset of we didn't have, and now that I got,
oh, I'm finna ball. I'm finna spend like I've never spent before.
I got $200 in the bank, but I'm about to charge up this credit card and get this $2,000 handbag or whatever else the case may be, because now I have more money. I can pay off that credit card. And so there's two, in that, and neither one of those are healthy mindset.
Not at all. And speaking of credit cards, most people don't know how to utilize them. I was one of them. That's actually kind of one of the things that led me to become a financial advisor, because I thought I was using my cards properly.
Okay.
I was, only use them for emergencies and all that good stuff. And then my credit limit started tanking and my score went with it. And I was like, oh no, but I'm only using it for emergencies. No, you got to use your credit cards.
Yeah,
you got to actually use them to the max. But then you have to take measures to make sure that you can pay down on it. So there's nothing wrong with credit cards, because I know people are like, oh my God, no. There's nothing wrong with credit cards. You actually want to have credit cards, because not having credit is just as bad as having bad credit.
Absolutely.
So, like you said though, but in the poverty mindset, you'll max that credit card out, and then you have no plans of paying it back, or you're not
making that $20 minimum payment,
right?
That you're gonna be paying on for the rest of your life,
right? And I told people that one of the oldest credit cards I have, I'm still paying off the mistakes that I made before I became a financial advisor, because I just didn't know any better, because I ran it up when I saw it tanking. And then I was like, oh, you're not supposed to run it up either, or what? So, I had to learn that it's a balance to it.
It's a balance, and it's about the utilization and everything else. So I always tell either my children, number one, but also when I'm, coaching or, in therapy with my clients who are struggling, because we know that finances and, struggles, a poverty mindset, and struggling with not having enough finances, it impacts us in other areas of our lives, causing anxiety, causing depression, and et cetera, et cetera. So it affects us mentally, it affects us holistically. And so when people come in and they're struggling with maybe other things and not realizing, well, how did I get here? We look at a part of, their finances and part of our intake. And so if, a lot of times they'll say, oh, well, I have my utilization up. I'm spending, I'm paying off my credit card each month, and not realizing the balance. Yeah. And as you said, when you get into, this is what others, the others are teaching their children and communities about this balance, not just go and spend. And we don't have this education, this knowledge, because we didn't know, and it's not passed down to us. Yeah. And so now we have people like you who are financial advisors, or people who have immersed themselves and they've learned, and they're coming back and they're teaching us. We need to take on tools, but at the same time, there is also a lot of people out here who's also taking advantage and telling us how to get by on pay me this money and I'll clear your credit. They'll clear your credit for like a month, and then it's right back up to where it was before that, or right back down, I should say, to that poor credit score. But they're not saying the education behind it. They're also not teaching us the education of how do you not only lower your credit score, increase your credit score higher, improve your credit score, but in a healthy manner to where you are, your spending less than you make, not living above your means, and doing it in a wise manner, investing,
all together.
education, so on and so forth. So how do you and the things that you're doing in your company and things like that feed into that education of us?
Most people, when it comes to finances, they'll be like, oh, I only do like somebody in finance might say, oh, I only do credit repair, or I only do this, or I only do that. When you only do one thing and don't partner with others to make the money whole, if you will, then it's kind of like a disservice. So how we do is, like I said, we partner with other platforms or other firms to be able to provide those services, or at least if we're not providing them directly, be able to say, hey, client, you don't have to go anywhere. One of our partners will handle this part of your finances. We've created partnerships, and we've created steps, and we do a deep dive. So we meet you where you are, and then you say where you want to go, and then we take you there. Even if it's got to be little baby steps, we take you along the way, and we kind of hold your hand, if you will. We don't force you, but we hold your hand, if you will, and we just take you along your financial journey. And then when you reach your goal, then we say, okay, what's the new goal? We basically become your financial advisors for life. And that's where the money BFF came from, because it's best financial friend. So we become your friend for life. And we're there for you when you're making all the billions, because, okay, now let's make the billions make sense. Okay. And then we're there for you if you only a thousandaire. We got you, So we meet you where you are, and we help you get to your goal willingly, of course. Now, you have to be willing. That's the other thing. You have to be willing. Most people are not, but you have to be willing.
So for all of our viewers out there, what is maybe one tip that you can tell them of where to get started if they have either bad credit or they're trying to enhance and increase in their financial status, whether they're entrepreneurs or whether they're working at an everyday job? How would they begin to start outside of mindset coaching with the one and only? In addition,
you can actually set an appointment. You can go to themoneybff.com, and I have a form that you can fill out, and then we'll work towards getting you an appointment, because I've actually gotten busy because I decided to go for my chicken list. So I went for these big businesses, and they said yes, and I was like, uh-oh.
Now I gotta figure it out for the big business. Thank you for the God for the blessings.
Thank you for the blessings, but
now help me figure out how I'm going to deliver and serve.
Right. So I am grateful for that. But yes, so fill out the form, and we will work on getting you an appointment with either one of my senior partners or myself, just depending on who's available, because we serve those in the community. So whether it's individuals, families, businesses, we serve those in the community. So that's what we're here for, making appointments. And don't feel like, oh my God, all these people, who's in front of me, how many people, just make an appointment. Right. Don't worry about all of that.
You don't know until you reach out.
Don't know until you reach out, honestly. We actually are not the ones you pay. You pay for the services that you need, and those partners pay us. So that's one thing. So we're basically a free financial advisor for life.
And you can't beat that.
Cannot, because
you will not get scammed by the other, who we shall not name, by the same first name. Let's not get it confused.
Oh, goodness, you are too funny.
Have you heard about that?
I felt like I scrolled past it or something on social media and I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I was scrolling.
But when you said it,
I was scrolling past it, and
that
something
reminded
hit me,
me
and
of
I
it.
looked it up. I happened to look it up because I was like, "This cannot be real. This cannot be true." And I don't remember the lady's last name. I know her black lady, Ashley is her first name, but she got indicted and convicted.
See,
contract killing.
I do not play about my license. Like with my license, I cannot do anything. I am like, my fingerprints are on file. Like with all 50 states and everything. Like, no, I refuse.
I'm legit.
So, things that I will not do. I'm not going to jail for nobody.
So I remember when growing up, one of the financial advices that was given to me by my parents and things of that nature was the envelopes, kind of the envelope game. Write the name for the bill on the envelope, put the money in, and then everything else, put it over in this, envelope. So that was a kind of a key to saving. You put, light bill, $300 in this envelope. Savings over here in this envelope. And I know there's some other things through social media that has come across. Save $1 a day, save this much a month, and then by the end of the year, you will have X, Y, and Z. So maybe for those who may not be ready to call you, they know in their own circumstances that I need to get myself together or get something together or be right. What is a tip that you can give them? This is where you just this little thing.
Honestly, there's so many different. Let me think. Well, if you have a credit card that you have spent to the limit, what you should do is focus on paying it down as much as possible and pay it down to where you can cover like a small bill, maybe like your cell phone or depending on where you live, water or something small, but this monthly, right? And then, so once you get it down to that where you can pay that, at least down to 50% or less, right? Depending on the credit limit. Put that one little bill on it, because you're going to pay that bill anyways, right? So then put that one little bill on it, and then work on paying that bill and a little bit more, so that you're still using the card, but now you're not overusing it. So you're still using it, and then you're still paying it down. It helps you still use it without using it. And then, like I said, pay that bill because you were going to pay it anyways and some. So if that bill is $100, pay $150, on it each month. And just work on spending what you already spend, but using it in a different way, if that makes sense. If you like to eat out, go to find yourself a budget. And I know budget is a dirty word, but like, let's say you spend $200 on Chick-fil-A. Well, make it a point to spend $150. So now you're saving $50. You're still enjoying your Chick-fil-A, but now you're saving $50, and take that $50 and put it in your savings.
That is some good advice. What I heard you kind of say, what I always tell people too, is make sure you have the money in your pocket. If I got a bill, if I got my T-Mobile bill or Verizon, AT&T, whoever you're phone with, I know that I'm paying that bill. I'm going in to them and paying cash or through my account, whatever. Put that on your credit card. Have that as an automated payment, and you know already you have the $150 from your check that you have allotted to pay for your bill each month. And then charge it on your card and pay that off each month. What I feel that so many of us get a mistake in is that we view credit card as free money or unlimited. And we're like, I ain't got the money in my pocket, but I'm about to go and get this Louis Vuitton purse because I got a $2,000 limit and I'm about to go and get it. and then you don't have the money to pay the card off.
Right.
And you think, oh, I could just make money, and not realizing that, making monthly payments, how much of that APR and interest rate is adding, so that $1,500 handbag that you got is now $3,500.
Right, basically.
Did
With
you
these
really
APR.
did you really want to spend that much for? Okay, I see you. So no, that is. I tell you, okay, all right. Shout out to Louis V. Y'all come on. Speaking of, we are still looking for sponsors. So if you all want to sponsor us here and have folks spending their credit cards and their coins on your business and your item, holla at droliviawest.com. How can everybody find you? If they want more financial advice, free, like Triplett.
I love it.
Free. Y'all know y'all like free. Stop playing. Free financial advice and support. How can they find you?
TheMoneyBFF.com. You can text me at 404-500-8104. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I was going to name another platform, but I'm on all those things as Ashley R. Triplett. You can hashtag it actually and find me. You can actually hashtag the Money BFF and find me. So
hashtag, just as they say, Google me, hashtag me, Ashley R. Triplett,
and
the
that's
Money
one
BFF.
P, 2 T's. You can find me in all those ways. And like I said, you can actually text me at 404-500-8104.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Ashley R. Triplett, the triple threat, beauty queen,
I'll take it. Yes.
financial BFF,
Yes.
and all things amazing.
I have a surprise.
Oh, a surprise. Y'all know I love my surprise. Oh, pageant queen. Y'all like Grease?
I'm so done. She is hilarious. So yes.
Look, y'all, this is not the little plastic sashes that you get that say bridal party or birthday. This is a real deal, Holyfield. May I touch the crown? You know, you can't put the crown on and stuff like that. They're very particular. Y'all, this is not a crown from Miss Kim's beauty store like I was going to get. This is the real deal. And if you can't see, it says educator.
It's for those in the educational system. So
Educator. So if you need to get your financial education,
yes.
Ashley R. Triplett on all platforms. Thank you so much.